Apple just got a patent granted this week for an iPhone with a screen that wraps all the way around the edges. Here's the twist. This is the 13th time they filed for basically the same idea since 2013. Welcome back to Circuit Luxe. Every week, we break down real patents and leaks to show you what's coming before it's official. Today, Apple's wraparound display obsession and why it keeps coming back. Here's what's real. On June 16, 2026, the U.S. Patent Office granted Apple a patent describing a screen that wraps around the entire frame of the device, using virtual buttons instead of physical ones for volume and other controls. But here's the part most coverage skips. This isn't a new idea. Apple filed a version of this exact concept in 2013, then again in 2016, then 2019, then twice in 2020 and 2021. This 2026 patent is at least the 13th version of the same core idea. So why does a company keep refiling the same patent for over a decade? Usually it means engineers are still actively working on the problem, refining it each time, but haven't solved it well enough to actually ship it. This version does add something new. It specifically mentions extending the idea to foldable devices, which lines up with Apple's other long-rumored project, the foldable iPhone, expected later in 2026. Here's the skeptical take. 13 filings over 13 years with 0 shipped products is a pattern. Edge display tech has existed before. Samsung tried curved edge screens years ago, and it never became the industry standard. That said, a patent surviving and getting reapproved for over a decade also shows real commitment to the idea. If it ever ships, it's more likely to land on a future foldable iPhone than the standard lineup. So, real patent, real news this week, but a 13-year-old idea, not a surprise breakthrough. If it ever ships, you'll see it here first. Subscribe, and tell me in the comments, do you think Apple ever actually ships this?